Hi YouTube, it's Anneke Van Buren from Tampa, Florida. Well, even though it's still beautiful here, it's cooling down in the mornings, and so it brings to mind some cooler weather drinks and cocktails that we can have over this next fall into winter season. And one of the first things that I think of for wintertime on an evening when you're in front of the fire, just relaxing, is a hot toddy. So that's what I'm going to make for you. I just got my trusty tea kettle out and boiled some very, very hot water. I'm adding about 6 ounces. I'm going to see if this glass will hold what the recipe calls for. It's going to be very close and very full. Next is a tablespoon of honey. You could use local honey, which, by the way, if you have allergies, one of the best ways to help you overcome that is to eat a lot of local honey. The pollen that's in it will help you get used to the pollen that's in the area. Okay, we're going to add that right to this hot water. This is also the mug that I use for Irish coffees. Another cocktail that comes to mind. I'm not a real fan of the spicy winter drinks with the wine and all the spices, but I probably will still try to make one. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice. And then, you're saying, where's the booze? Well, here it is. We're going to have, let's see if we've got enough room in here for this. 1.5 ounces. Ooh, right to the top of bourbon. You could use whiskey, but it's been advised this makes a better drink with bourbon. I'm going to give it a little stir. And then we want to add 1 stick of cinnamon. I'm not going to drink this immediately. I don't want to scald my mouth. So I'm going to just let that set for a minute. And since we're getting ready for winter cocktails, I thought it would be a time to get ready for winter attire. So I'm wearing kind of a warm-up suit in this taupey color. And then I happen to have some great slipper Uggs. They're the same color. Friend of mine went to Australia and he said, what can I bring you back as a gift? How about Uggs? Honestly, I might sound like I'm an ignorant person. I had no idea that Uggs were made in Australia, and that's what he did. He sent me the Uggs. And it's just this nice kind of a velour pants with a wide leg, cuff on them, and I'll roll this down right here. There, like that. And I'll turn around. It's got a nice hood in the back. So I could put it up if I were out, but I don't need it today. Obviously, I don't need to wear it here in Florida. It's going to be 80. But for those of you that are up north, the brand of this is called Hippie Rose. And it's in the junior section. And since I've been traveling a lot and I've been wearing kind of travel outfits, I saw this hanging on the rack and I thought, well, that's really cute and it doesn't look like old lady clothes. So I picked it up at Macy's and I just love it. It's so comfy. All right, let's give this a try now. Let's make sure that it's not too hot. Oh, that's really good. Delish. Actually, the recipe calls for a full cup of boiling water. But since this would not hold all those ingredients without it being all over the counter, excuse me, I don't talk to myself when I'm home, so when I have to speak with you, I have to clear my voice out. it would have spilled all over. So give it a try. I'm going to put the description in the description below the recipe. So those of you in colder climates, you can start having this now. Really, most of these things you have in your house, most people have honey, have lemon. Cinnamon sticks you might have to think about, but the holidays are coming. It's something you should have anyway. If you're going to make eggnog, you're going to want to have that and some nutmeg, and we can always find a reason for bourbon, don't you think? So I want to talk to you for a minute. I'm going to come around and move this camera. And we'll take it off the stand here. And you can just follow me right on in to the living room. I've kind of changed things around here. I get a wild hair and then I have to redesign. So I've done that. My house is sort of ready for fall. As you can see, there's my pumpkins. There's the back of me. And I am doing Thanksgiving this year. Let's see if we can find where the light's not going to grab and flare out. One of the things that I've noticed as I go on my YouTube channel, I'm going to have a seat here, and I look at the statistics, is that you folks watch this for about 39 seconds. Does that hurt my feelings? Yes, it does. So that kind of tells me one of two things. You just came on to see what I'm wearing, if I have enough cleavage on, or you're not really interested that much, and so you just go on. Although I have a lot of really faithful people that have been following me for a long time. One of the things that has come up that I need to be honest with you about, when I first started this channel, we were all stuck in with COVID. And so I was doing the closet series, where I would go in and pull things out of my closet or out of the lingerie drawer. And some of the outfits were really pretty skimpy. I really didn't have a problem with that. Now we're talking 2020 when this started. This last week, I'm going to switch arms here. I have gotten 2 notices from YouTube that they have labeled the content of some of those very early updates as not for children. And I had not marked them that way, and I did not know. So in case you're wondering why I'm not wearing that kind of attire anymore, that's the reason. Because I don't want to be marked and just, I don't say marked, I don't want to be kicked off of YouTube for putting up content that's mislabeled. Part of the reason that I do this now, and if you've noticed, I rarely wear lingerie anymore, because I'm cognizant of how the mores seem to be changing in the United States. We have a lot of influence from the right that everyone needs to be conservative. Well, that's fine. Be that way yourself. If that's your lifestyle, that's fine. If you want to wear clothes up to here and down to there, that's fine. But I don't believe that you should tell the rest of us how we can dress and what we can do. So now, if you look at my channel, it's labeled not for kids. Because this is, we're making cocktails. And I wear sexy clothes, although I don't wear that really skimpy lingerie that I used to. So I hope you'll come back and maybe watch a little bit longer, find out what the recipes are, and find out what's going on in the life of Anneke Van Buren of Tampa, Florida. Thanks for being here. And if you do like this channel, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell so that you'll know when there's new content up. I hope you're having a blessed day, and remember, share a smile today. It doesn't cost a thing to be kind. Namaste, my friends.